Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about mistakes to avoid when choosing a project for CENG. So first off, someone will ask, what's CENG? Well, CENG is a course that's read in the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and is read by engineering students only. Yes, it's read by all engineering programs, and this course is in the second year first semester for engineering students. And then it starts from the vacation, right? So during your vacation, you are supposed to like work on a project, and then that project forms 50% of your marks for the entire course, which is like a 2 credit hour course basically. So most of the time people turn out to make lots and lots of mistakes when working on their project. And before you can start your project, the most important thing is to find that project, like what are you working on, right? So when you find it, you are supposed to submit the topic for that project in a portal, which will be sent to your various class groups for you to send your topic to. And then your topic is supposed to be approved before you can actually start working on the project for the CENG course. So let's dive right into it. So number one is not phrasing your topic well for the project you are working on. And this is one of the most important thing, because sometimes the project turn out to be very, very good. Like the project is so good, but the topic gets rejected when submitted. This is because whoever submitted a topic did not phrase it in such a way to convince the lecturer to accept that topic for the person to work on. So one mistake you should avoid is not phrasing your topic well. You should try as much as possible to phrase your topic well. Be specific on the place and how you plan on solving it. I plan on making a video on that too, how to phrase your topic perfectly to avoid it from getting rejected. Number two on the list is not checking the portal regularly. So most students submit their topics and they do not check the portal, knowing very well that if your topic is not accepted, you can't work on the project. And some of them do not check it regularly, like they just check it a day or few hours to the deadline, and it's something I would really not recommend, because sometimes your topic might be rejected and you wouldn't know, and then you decide to go and check it like a day or few hours to the deadline, and by the time you realize, you see that your topic has been rejected and you don't even have any other topic in mind. And because of that, you become so frustrated. You start calling TAs and people, class reps, to help you out. So please, to avoid being in such a situation, I advise you to check your portal regularly to make sure that your topic has been accepted. This boils down to my third point, which is for you to have more than one topic or project in mind. So one of the mistake people turn out to make is that they only think of like one problem. Okay, I'm solving um rubbish disposal in my local community or something, and this is the only topic they have in mind. So the topic gets rejected, and unfortunately for them, maybe their topic might get rejected few days to the closing of the portal, like 2 days or a day to the closing of the portal, and they can't even think of like a new topic to write, and then they become so frustrated. So I'll advise you to make sure that you have more than one problems or project or topics in mind, so the moment one gets rejected, you just input the next one, wait for it to get accepted. If it also gets rejected, you just input the next one, and then you wait for it to be accepted. Another mistake to avoid is for you to take an actual problem in your community. Okay, so most students do not actually take problems or real problems in their community. They just want to do the project, so they just say, okay, I'm in Asafo, and then Asafo has bad roads, so my project is going to be about the bad roads in Asafo and how to fix them. Or I'm in KNUST, there's poor internet connection, so my project is going to be about poor internet connection. And this problem might not be an actual problem in the area, but you just decided to just put it there, right? And then unfortunately for you, maybe your lecturer might even be living in the area whose name you put over there. and then this turns out to be a whole mess because during your defense you are going to be hot. Exactly. So I would advise you pick an actual problem that you can actually visualize it, like you know within yourself that in that particular community in which the problem is from, that problem exists over there, and it is something the people in the community are actually crying about, or wish it should be solved. Like if you are going to talk about, if you're an electrical student, you're going to talk about like street lights stuff, you should make sure that the community in which you are talking about not having street lights really do not have street lights, because you will go and mention a community who has street lights, and then you are going to tell in the project that it do not have street lights, and then unfortunately for you, your lecturer stays in that area and then he knows they have street lights. Like it's going to be a whole mess, and it's something you do not want to go through. So I advise you take an actual problem in your community. And one thing I also advise is just use your own community. I don't know why some people prefer to use like other people's communities. Like you are staying in let's say you're staying in Legon, or you're staying in Kaswa, and then you decide to use La Paz. Like it's normal. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's a problem in La Paz, but sometimes during your defense, if you are not staying in that community, some questions are there you might not be able to answer, and it's going to be a whole lot of stress. So for me, I used my community, and I advise you use your community as well, because with that, some most questions that will be thrown at you during your defense, you'll be able to answer them very correctly, because the more confident and the I don't know how to put, like how well you answer your questions shows that you did your project yourself, right? So you have to, like, I would advise you take up projects or problems in your community, and do not like go for a problem in someone else's community. The last one, but not the least, this is actually very, very funny, and it always happens. It happens most of the times, and I would advise you avoid is for you not taking realistic projects. So most students turn out to like, okay, they've brought out the portal. Oh my gosh, I have to submit a topic, so they just input any topic that comes into their head, and unfortunately for them, their topic gets accepted. Now, this topic that has been accepted, you are supposed to work on it whether you like it or not, because that's what your lecturer or your tutor is expecting you to come and defend in January or February or March, or whenever you are defending your project. So please take realistic projects. Okay, please take something you know that if this is accepted, I can work on it. Don't Some people will go, especially with the computer students, the computer engineering, electrical, biomed, these students, some of them will go and take something like something that has to do with a website and some AI stuff, and then it becomes a whole lot crazy. Like I have a story where a guy in my like with my tutor, he took up a project that was wild, right? But he decided to just write a report about it. And you are a computer engineer, doing a website, doing an app. If that is your field, then it shouldn't be a problem for you. So that guy, he was lucky to have a good lecturer who made him go back to go and do like the app to come and present it. But you might not be lucky. Yes, you might not be lucky. So I advise you take up a project that's like you know that you can do. Don't go and take up something so crazy, and then by the time your topic gets accepted, you realize that, oh Lord, I wish I hadn't make this mistake. And by that time, it's too late, because that's what you are supposed to work on. So please try as much as possible to take a realistic project, something you can work on, something you can do. You know it within your heart that this is so easy, I can do it. Okay, so that'll be all for today. Thank you very much for listening. I'll try as much as possible to upload more videos to explain. If there is anything you would like me to clarify, to do leave a comment. Yes, please, and I would make sure I reply to it. And then good luck, all the best in your project. Please, this course is actually one of the easiest courses that could ever come your way in your life as an engineering student in the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. So please take your project serious, like 50%. Kindly do not forget to like and share this video if you found it useful, and also do not forget to subscribe to the channel.